Discriminate Live. What is up, my guys? So, this is something unique. I will say that. It is gonna be a video where I rank every single skin that I have saved for a particular season. Now, this does not include the combo. If you guys would like me to save the combos, it does. But we have all the way from the first season to the latest season. So, right off the bat, we're going to be starting off with Renegade Raider. Now, frankly, Renegade Raider is a very OG skin. I'm gonna have to put it in A tier, however, because I wasn't able to get it when it originally came out. But it definitely does belong in this S tier skin. Honestly, though. Let's let's go ahead and put it in the S tier skin. Just because. Why not? Now, the next one is Cuddle Team Leader. This is actually the only Season 2 skin I have. Not really a fan of Cuddle Team Leader, so I'm gonna put them in the D tier. Then you have Tomato. Perhaps one of my more favorite skins. I'm gonna put him in the B tier. Then you have for season 4. Probably gonna put her in B tier as well. Then you have Night Knight. With Night Knight, the only reason why I chose him out of the other skins is because he does have a style that resembles one of my favorite horror characters, Pennywise, and for that, I believe he can go in A tier. Another horror skin is Arachne. Personally, I'm not that big of a fan of spiders, but the skin looks sick. Gonna be another A tier. Then you got Arc. I'm gonna put her in probably it's a very good skin, so probably S tier actually. Then you got the OG Black Widow skin. I'm gonna have to put Black Widow in the A tier. Then this is probably a skin that a lot of you guys don't know about. I'm gonna actually go ahead and bring skin up. In my personal opinion, with this skin, it was a try like a it resembles a character from one of my favorite animes, which I will just go ahead and bring up. So I thought that was kind of neat. with it being basically in a way a homage to Xenon. So I'm gonna have to put Dare into S tier. Well, no, I'm gonna put Dare in A tier because they did pretty good job of looking very close to Xenon. And I'll go ahead and just do that. And you got P1000 after Peely ended up being turned into a smoothie by Jonesy. Another A tier just because of, well, why? Then you got Hush, which is my main skin. Fun fact, with Hush, she was the very first skin I've ever owned, so I kinda gotta put her in C tier. Well, S tier, just because I'm gonna probably put her in the beginning of S tier, just with that being the first skin I've ever owned. Then you've got Chapter 2, Season 2, one of everyone's favorite seasons. I went with Sky because Sky was actually the first skin I've ever won a match with, and I gotta put Sky up there in S tier just because everyone has that skin where you have won a match. You won your first match, and then you got Tart Tycoon. Right now, Tart Tycoon was the first ever skin I did win in a championship, but you only had to earn, I think it was like 8 points to get the skin during the Apple versus Fortnite event. So then you have Venom. Venom's been a personal favorite of mine. He came out during the first Marvel season in Chapter 2, Season 4. So another A tier skin. Now, you got Ellen Ripley. It was kind of difficult for me to choose between Ellen Ripley and the Xenomorph because both of them are from my favorite franchise, the Alien series. So, but I did end up going with Ripley in the end. It's gonna be another S tier with it from one of my favorite series. Then you got Harley Quinn, the Rebirth version. You're, which I'm gonna put in the A tier category. Because, well, Harley Quinn's one of my favorite DC characters. And, alright. So the next one we do have is Beach. I couldn't really use jewels for uh, the original jewels for the season she came out because I used Tart Tycoon. So I went with an alternate version. My opinion, still pretty good version. And it came out during the summertime, so I will be putting Beach Jewels right there in front of there. Now we got the first icon of this of it. Alien Grande. As I like to jokingly call the skin, is the space fighter Grande skin. I'm gonna be putting her in A tier, just because it was part of story events as well. Probably before the Marvel and DC tier. Then you have Haven, who was a part of, was very close with the Colombos. Who can't forget the Colombos? I'm gonna have to put the her in S tier because it was nice having a character that actually interacted with, gave us information about the Colombos. The next one we have is the Magin. The Magin, she basically, there was a meme going around back then. The Magin, how the Magin looked a lot like Wendy, the Wendy's mascot. For that, another, on top of being part of the Seven and the Wendy's meme, I gotta put her in S tier. Then a character that was popular back when the season was out, and frankly has gotten more popular over time, was Edie. So honestly, she was introduced during the last season that Donald Mustard was actually part of. So I'm gonna have to put her in the A tier. Good. Now, the next skin is, I mainly did this skin for the memes, as you got a goat skin. Honestly, I did main the skin for a few weeks, so I gotta put him in B tier before. So, and only gaming legends. Healthy, part of the vampire hunting group, alongside Joni and Lucan, I believe the characters was. I'm gonna. We got a bit of a storyline with her in it. I'm gonna go ahead and put her in A tier as well. Then we got Mizuki. Okay, so Mizuki's like first Chinese Japanese skin that we do have. I'm gonna have to put her in B tier. Now, we're only limiting each tier list to a certain amount to just for this one video. We're ranking 35, so but a lot of these, in my opinion, are gonna be are either A tier or B tier. Dr. Sloan, I didn't get a chance to really play during the original season. I won't say she's a B tier, but I don't know. I will say she's probably C tier skin in my opinion. Now, the next one I have I have to put him in the S tier just because, well, we got Battle Bus as an actual skin. Renegade Lynx, by far one of the perfect skins we have ever gotten in the OG season. So it'll be a B tier. Then we've waited for the skin for so long. A TMNT collaboration. I think I'm gonna have to break that rule though. I'm gonna have to, yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and put him in A tier. I'm gonna just go ahead and move Lynx up as well. Same with Mizuki to A tier. So the next one we do have is another Hush variant, the Dynamic Hush. Frankly, I I was very glad to see Hush actually get an extra style and another skin. Because, well, it's my main skin, one of my favorite skins. So I'm gonna have to say A tier for that. Now, next one, Rift Guard Goddess Ariana. I'm gonna go ahead and put her in A tier. Then the next one is Heroic Hope. This is gonna be another S tier, as she helped defeat Doctor Doom during that chapter. She was essentially set her up as Jonesy's replacement, or I guess now we can say his partner. So, but during that time, it did seem like she was gonna replace Jones as the main character. Next one, I've got to put the the dynamic TNTina in the S tier because, frankly, out of all the skins we were needing that needed a actual yeah, actually needed did a remix skin was TNT. The next one up is Night Rose. Night Rose was probably one of the better skins during her chapter, so I'm putting her in A tier, probably before Night Night. Then last chapter gave us the Invincible collaboration, part 2. Alan the Alien, he is one of my favorite characters from the Invincible universe, but I personally did not like last chapter. Now, for the final skin, personally, in my opinion, this person had this coming a long time. And I know this chapter is not over, but as of right now, I will say loser fruit is gonna be the skin for this chapter, and out of all the epics in the S tier, she has top notch for that. So the only skin that I will say that I could probably I will probably change out if I do get another skin for that season is just season 2 with Puddle Team Leader. But these skins, so we'll each section, if you notice, like I put them in, put every skin with their rarity type right next to each other. That just goes by what rarity they are. But the order that I have them in is the order that I personally do think is the best out of them. So for the rarity out of the S tier, I'm ranking Hush as number 1, just because, well, Hush was my first skin. Epic rarity in the S tier category. I am ranking Loser Fruit just because it's about time Epic gave her another style. Then for the legend, well, being ranked as best out of Arc and her, it's mainly because of the memes. So, yeah. And, yeah, if you guys like my rating, let me know below in the comment section below. And thank you all for watching. No